What is up, YTPC? It's your boy Glass. Now watch the Smoke Swag channel. Thank you for watching. It is an early Friday morning. You can't see the clock up here. I think it is almost 6 o'clock Friday morning. Beautiful weather outside, even during the middle of the night. Cool 70 degrees. I think it's supposed to be in the 80s during the day here in Chicago. Illinois, outside Chicago. Do a little housekeeping. I am smoking my Rossi Luca 8121 EX. As you can tell, it's a big bowl, but it's not that heavy. I don't really clench it that much, but it is quite light for the size. And in it, I am smoking Mac Baren Golden Extra. It's a Burley base blend. I believe there's some Burley and Virginia in here. They said there's a cocoa topping on it. I'm not really tasting it, but if you say so. It's a good blend though. I like the mixture of Burley and Virginia. More Burley than Virginia. And I am drinking some coffee, decaf, because I'm going to bed most likely after this. I just got off work. Only went in one day this week. I really didn't want to go in, but after our vacation, I know we need to make that money up. So what have I been doing? I think last video, I believe I mentioned it. My mother, Cecilia Glass, passed away on August 16th. Yeah, I was there. I went to the home. Was there for her when she took her last breath. I am good. I am fine. Waited, I think, 2 weeks, a week and a half. I believe a week and a half. So she passed on the August 16th. We had the wake and the funeral on the 26th and 27th, which was I believe it was Monday, Tuesday. And then me and the wife jumped on the plane Saturday morning. Early Saturday morning. To start our vacation and to celebrate our 28th wedding anniversary. So the game plan was, we had this schedule. I don't know how you guys feel about it. We wasn't canceling it because of my mom passing. We had this schedule a long time ago. So forgive me if you think it's kind of morbid. So anyway, me and the wife jumped on the plane. We flew to San Francisco. My oldest daughter lives in San Francisco, so we flew there. She wasn't, was she? No, she wasn't there. She was in Atlanta celebrating one of her friend's birthday. So me and the wife spent one night there. So that would be Saturday going into Sunday. So we flew 4.5 hours to San Francisco. Spent the night. Jumped on the plane the next morning, Sunday. So we flew from San Francisco to Tahiti, which was an 8-hour flight over the Pacific Ocean. Landed there. Spent the night in Tahiti. Got up the next morning, jumped on another plane, and took a 45-minute to an hour flight to Bora Bora. And when I tell you, I don't know if anybody out there been there before to Bora Bora, but before you pass away, you gotta go. I've been to Jamaica, Bahamas, Hawaii, California, haven't been to Florida. There's nothing like Bora Bora. Now, if you're the party type, Bora Bora is not the place for you. But if you want some relaxation, meditation time, sit back and reflect, want to hear the ocean, the noise of the ocean, that's the place for you. Bora Bora was beautiful. It was like paradise on earth. We was there for about 6 days. Enjoyed every day. Stayed in the villa. Hopefully I'll be able to throw some pictures up here. We stayed in the villa over the ocean. Beautiful. The inside was beautiful. And what I love is like when you wake up in the morning, the door is about as wide as a garage door, 2-door garage. And it retracted all the way into the wall. So when you wake up in the morning, and which I did many times, jumped into the ocean, right from bed. Well, of course I put my swim trunks on. Right from the room to the deck to the water. Beautiful. The landscaping was beautiful. And you definitely could spend some quality time there because the national language is French, French Polynesian. Everybody there spoke French, and they didn't have any, really, one channel, if you're lucky, had American shows on it. Everything else is French. So you ain't going there for the entertainment, really. Very expensive. Can't remember how much my wife said it was, but it was in the thousands, of course. But it was worth it. It was beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Everything. The people were nice. Nobody was yelling. Nobody was shouting. The water was crystal clear. The beaches, the sand was white. Beautiful. We did some snorkeling, canoeing, jet skiing. Just great. Where do I start? Jet ski. Let's do the jet ski. So, I think that was like the second or third day in, we went on a jet ski tour where me, my wife had a jet ski, and our tour guide. All of us had jet skis. Now my wife just learned how to swim. I've been knew how to swim. She didn't know how to swim, she learned how to swim. And she has a phobia. I don't know what the phobia is called. Hopefully I'll look it up and put it up here, where she is afraid of gigantic things. That's why we don't go on cruises, because the ship's too big and I ain't gonna say she freak out, but she doesn't like it. She doesn't feel comfortable. Big statues, she don't care for. So anything big, humongous, gigantic. She get I ain't gonna say anxiety. Yeah, I guess you could call it that. But anyway, so we're on the jet skis. She takes off. She gone. She always wanted to try jet skis. That was the first time on the jet skis, and she just took off like she been on jet skis before. But anyway, so it was the guy, then my wife, then me. We going around the whole island. It took about an hour and a half. And there's points where we stopped. The guide would stop. We circle around him. He'll tell us stuff about the island and what this resort is and what this resort is. And there's about 5 different resorts other than the one we stayed in. We stayed in the Conrad Bora Bora NUI. Beautiful. So we take stops. He tells us about the island, Bora Bora. So as we're going, like I said, the water's crystal clear. We were actually riding on, it was about 20 feet deep. You can see the bottom. So we're going around the island. My wife getting comfortable. She getting it on the jet skis. Then we get to, on the halfway point of the island, and the guy stops. Once again, I'm impressed with my wife because we're on the ocean. We're not on Lake Michigan, Lake Erie, little pond lake around the corner. We're on the Pacific Ocean. So we stop. So it's me, the guy. My wife came around in front. She's in front of me. The guy, me. So the guy was telling us that we are now over an ancient volcano. And he messed up and said this is the deepest part around the island. How deep, you say? I just remember him saying thousands of feet. And I looked at him. I said, excuse me? You mean hundreds, right? He said, no, thousands. I think he said 2,000, some. Then I looked over the side of the jet ski and it was straight black. I looked up at my wife. Her mouth and eyes were open. And I looked at the guy and I told him, we have to go. He started cracking up laughing, busting out laughing, and said, yeah, I know, and took off. I said, boy, my wife, she slowly turned the jet ski around and took off. That was funny. Other than that, did I say we had massages? Yeah, we had massages. I had a deep tissue massage. Oh my gosh. That lady hurt me. But it was fun. Wonderful time. Like I said, it was expensive. One time we ate in the room. We didn't feel like, oh, that's another thing. There's bikes everywhere, or bicycles. The Conrad Hilton had hundreds of bikes, and you could just pick up a bike and go bike ride. You could bike to the restaurants, you could bike to the souvenir shop, you just bike around the island. There's nobody claims a bike. If you see a bike, you grab it and go. That was wonderful. They had one road around the island, and the natives live on that along that one road. What else? Oh, expensive. That's what it is. One night we ate in. We ordered room service. We had a medium-sized pepperoni pizza that wasn't all that good. 2 fruit salads. A Sprite. I had ginger ale, Sprite, ginger ale, and 2 Magnum ice cream bars. Over $100. Yes, over $100. The pizza, I ain't saying it was nasty, but wasn't $100? $100. So we learned our lesson there. It's not like you jump up and go to the nearest fast food restaurant or go to a convenience store. You just had to take what they had to offer. So other than that, wonderful time. I told my wife, shoot, in 2 more years it'll be our 30th. What we gonna do then? She wants to go to the Maldives. I'm G with that. So we're gonna start saving up now for our 30th. Because that was a trip of a lifetime. I love that trip to Bora Bora. Then, so we stayed till Saturday. Then we jumped on the plane, went to Tahiti, then San Francisco. We stayed with our daughter. My daughter getting a new dog Wednesday. This Wednesday coming up, which will be the 18th, I think it is. And my wife wanted to stay. I told you that whole story in the last video. So she stayed. I came back home. So we got there Saturday. Yeah, Saturday and the Sunday. We got there. I came home here Tuesday. My wife's still there. And in 2 weeks, me and my youngest gonna fly down there because my wife is treating us to a 49ers game. Then everybody come home. Me, my wife, and my youngest daughter. So yeah. So I'm here with my youngest. Something else I was gonna tell you. But wonderful time. I needed it after laying my mom to rest. I needed that time to just reflect, relax, and get ready for my future. Oh, that's what I had to tell you. This stuff is not staying lit. So, I love my Zippo. I definitely love my clippers. But I'm starting to get into big lighters. I love using this. It's a holder with pipe utensils. Love it. So I went to Amazon to buy some more Bics for my Bic holder. think it's an 8. No, it's a 5-pack. And my thing is, they was cheap, of course, Amazon. But I had a little problem. I guess you get what you pay for. If you get it cheap, you can't really complain what you get. So I'm thinking I'm going to get the primary colors. Red, blue, yellow, green, black, orange, all that. I'm going to sit here. I got red and orange. Red have no problem. Orange, okay. No, I'm sorry, I got 6. These two. But, yeah. You gonna give me pastel colors? Really? Come on. I ain't going for it like this. Even though I'm gonna be smoking in the garage, I really don't take this out. I got one at work. Oh, that's right. I can't take these to work. Guys gonna talk about me like a dog. I'm just gonna take the red and orange to work and leave these here. Anyway, yeah, so I just didn't care for that too much. You're not gonna give me primary colors. You're gonna give me 2 primary colors and the rest pastel. I don't know. That's crazy. All right, this is over 20 minutes. Kept you long enough. I know I've been rambling. All y'all who gave condolences and prayers, I appreciate you guys for doing so. One thing I hate about this whole situation was my oldest daughter. She's not my biological daughter, but I've been in her life since she's been 1.5 years old. So I'm dad. Anyway. We always thought that she was blessed because she had 6 grandparents. Even the biological fathers and grandparents, they was cool. They were some good people. Her fathers suck, but the grandparents was there for her. So she had 6 grandparents. That was a blessing. After we laid to rest my mom, it hit me kind of hard for her because, yeah, she was blessed with 6 grandparents, but she is hurting because now she has none. And she mentioned it to me at the funeral that, you know, she was my last one. I was like, oh. So, but all her grandparents lived to their 70s, I believe. Yeah, so they was in her life a long time. So she's doing fine now. I think that's another reason why she's getting a dog. She's getting a cockapoo. Anyway, but that's when she feels a little lonely and she wants a dog. So yeah, that's another reason why my wife is out there. She just want to be there for her when she gets this dog. She got to fly to Idaho to get it from a breeder. So she flying to Idaho and turning around, coming back. So anyway, I'm rambling. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for the condolences and the prayers for me and my family over my mom's passing. And thanks for listening. If you're here this long, I appreciate you guys listening about my trip to Bora Bora, my vacation time. And until next time, I hope you guys enjoy the weekend. As always, be good, be safe, light them bowls or sticks. I love you guys, and I will talk to you later. Real quick, I had to tell you this story since it just popped up in my head about the trip. So, I think we was the only people there that was celebrating the wedding anniversary. Everybody else was celebrating, were on their honeymoon, just got married. But there was this couple. We went on a sunset cruise that had a dinner, and we met this couple. that was from Nebraska who raised cows, specific cows. I don't know if you guys had Wagyu meat. You know, you got your New York strip, porterhouse, tomahawk. Well, this one called Wagyu. That's real expensive, but really good. I had Wagyu. I'm gonna put that up here. I had Wagyu one time in the city. Can't remember the name of the place, but it's a different texture and real buttery. It's like $70 a pound, I believe. You paying $150 at a restaurant. Because somebody have to cook it right. You can't you can buy Wagyu meat at the store, but you gotta have somebody that really know how to cook the meat where it tastes phenomenal. Anyway, they raise those kind of cows. Fast forward. Nice couple. They've been there for 12 days. We've been there six to 7 days. They've been there 12 days. And I know it was a wonderful place. But we are Americanized. And after a while, we want to go back home. So they've been there 12 days, and you could tell she was sick and tired of being there. So she was complaining. I'm going to be real. She was complaining that she was ready to go home. Because she tired of eating fish and fruits and all that stuff this whole time. And with that being said, as soon as we got off the boat, and I think we was back in the room, I told my wife, I can't remember what her name was, but I told my wife, listen, I feel sorry for Cal at her farm. Because as soon as she touch down and get home and get out the vehicle, she's not going to go in the house. She's going to go straight to the barn, find Bessie, and Bessie going to be dinner that night. I just had to tell you that because she was for real. She said she wanted some meat. And she got that farm and had Wagyu meat. Yeah, it's gonna be minus at this time right now, there's one cow missing. And it's on their dinner table. So just had to throw that in there. Love y'all. Talk to you later. Peace.